he pooped his diapers and had diaper rash, and he grew up and he was poor and he was maligned and he was beaten and tortured and spat upon and crucified and speared, just so we could follow in his footsteps and say, dirty, rotten Sodomites. Don't even look at him. If you look at him, God's going to kill you too, because it's God's heart to wipe them off of the face of the planet. And you know where we get it? Get it in the Bible. It's in our Bible. God hates fags, wants to kill them. They make them sick. And he's going to wipe them off the face of the earth. And anything we can do to help would please God. And if you do not think that is the heart of the majority of Christian philosophy today, you may be just as deceived as the deceived are. Because the Bible may say something on the subject, but it ain't there. It ain't there. And to label the subject with the inference that it comes from there is a lie. It's a lie. You know what that means? That means if we use the term and perpetuate it, we're lying too. Now, I did tonight. I'm not saying you can't use the word anymore, by the way. I'm saying we're part of a group lie that's never going to go away. Because what else am I going to call it? I'm going to keep saying anal sex while I'm preaching. That sounds horrible, and if I want to say what I really want to say, people will get up and leave. You know what I'm saying? We need a term that's called language. The one we picked is a lie. It's a flat-out lie. Was the city depraved? Obviously. Did God wipe it out? Obviously. Was something bad happening? Obviously. Was it bad that the men showed up? Yeah. Did they want to do something horrible? Sounds like it. The good old boys are funny that way. You know, when they were going after Matthew Shepard, I wonder if they were saying first, let's rape him. Let's rape the little faggot and show him how dirty and disgusting he is. And someone said, no, that's bad. We might catch something. So let's just tie him to a fence and leave him there to die. Maybe that's all these guys were doing. Maybe they weren't gay at all. Maybe they thought, oh my gosh. Maybe they thought the angels were queer. You know, they don't have sex organs. So maybe they thought they were a little fey. Maybe the angels were little sissies. Maybe they came off like dandies. Just think of two guys that look like Adamanthus show up. You know what I'm saying? But I'm serious. Or what's his name? Zac Efron. What if they look like Zac Efron and they just thought they were queer? So they said, hey, you know, I have faggots in that house. Let's go there and say we're going to rape them. Let them out. We're going to have sex with them. We're going to have them. We're going to show those faggots what it's like. They like men, we'll show real men, we'll kill them. It's just as reasonable a story as any. Trust me. Anyone who's been me, who's performed in bars, knows that the good old boys are really fast to go to sexually violating the people they think are sexually inappropriate. I want to be clear. I've performed in bars and gone to use the restroom and had good old boys follow me in the bathroom and threaten me sexually. Not because they thought I was hot, because they wanted to humiliate me. And you tell me that wasn't happening in that town. You tell me your version of the story makes more sense. That there was some heated orgy over the whole city, and everybody was having so much anal sex they had to have more and more. How old were these guys, and where do we find them? Because they seem to have the stamina of animals. Give me a break. Give me a break. I think the good old boys got out of control. I think they wanted to do something bad. I don't think that was the problem of the town. I don't think it matters what the problem of the town is. Isn't that often the point of the Bible? It has nothing to do with what the people were doing. It has nothing to do with what Satan was doing. It has everything to do with what God's doing. And what God was doing was what he's doing all through the Old Testament. He was preserving the human race. He was removing some kind of sin and depravity. Some kind of sin and depravity that would have annihilated the human race. And a word about angels. This is after Noah's time. And at the time of Noah, when we hear the account and the Bible starts to talk about what was wrong with planet Earth, the Word of God says the sons of God, saw that the women were attractive and began mating with them. Who the hell are the sons of God in that story? Who the hell are they? Because it can't be. It can't be the Israelites. Can't be any of them Jews. Can't be any descendant of Adam. Can't be. Because they weren't the sons of God. It can't be Jesus because, well, we saw in Last Temptation of Christ, he could possibly have had sex. So, who are the sons of God? Well, the scholars believe that they were angels. That angels were hanging out on earth and starting to sleep with the women on earth. Follow me here.
Wow.
Follow me here. Watch where I'm going to go with this. This is my best work yet. Follow me here. Well, which angels were they? Well, I'll give you a hint. If they're good, they're still angels. And if they're angels and they're bad, they're the demons. So the demons were copulating with the women, and giants were being made. Oh, read that too. Yeah, the giants were there too. People think that may be the dinosaurs, or some weird freaks that came out of the commingling of the demons and the people, which is, by the way, physiologically impossible. Although we did see in the movie the other day. So here we have a problem. That before the flood, there was some kind of weird behavior between angels, we use the word loosely, with rabbit ears, and people. Well, if it's in our Bible, it's in our account, that meant the people alive in Sodom knew this story too. And what if they did know those were angels? Two male angels going into a house full of virgins. And look what happened the last time. They had sex with the women, and God had to give us a flood to wipe out the earth. Read it. I'm not even taking anything out of context. Watch. Watch this. Men of Sodom, they're all gathered together. Why are they all gathered together? Wasn't that what men do when they have a problem? There's a problem in this town. We have a town meeting. They all get together and go, hey, there's angels. That man brought angels here. The last time the angels commingled with the virgins, that guy's God killed humanity. We need to get those angels out of here and away from those virgins. Well, they're perverts, those angels, because they had sex with humans. So maybe if we go and say we want to have sex with them, they'll come with us. Isn't that what Lot did? No, 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 don't take them, take them. That's all they were doing, maybe. Oh, don't take the virgins, take us. Come on, we want to have sex with you. Come on, dirty little angels. They're not really men, they're not really women. Maybe they're hot. Come on, guys. Wow, that was a weird spin on the story, doesn't it? What if the people in Sodom were reacting to that possibility? They may have heard the story of the flood and what was happening on earth before the flood. Well, that is a long skip and a jump from there are a bunch of queer